This video did not exist in your reality until you chose to observe it. Let that sink in for a moment. Right now, your attention, your consciousness, is pulling this specific sequence of light and sound from an infinite field of potential into your experience. We are not here to discuss abstract theories. We are here to address a direct experience, that deep, unshakable feeling that you are not entirely from here, a sense that you are an outsider looking in, playing a role in a game whose rules you never fully agreed to. By the end of this transmission, you will not just understand this feeling. You will remember why you have it. You will remember your true power as a conscious observer, collapsing the quantum field into what you call life. Have you ever felt like you're following a script you didn't write? Let me know in the comments below. Before we proceed, we must redefine our understanding of reality itself. Forget what you have been taught. The universe is not a collection of solid, separate objects. It is a vibrant, intelligent, infinite sea of energy and potential. This is the quantum field. It is the mind of the cosmos, holding every possible reality, every timeline, every outcome, all at once as pure waveform probabilities. Nothing is solid until it is observed. And what is the observer? It is you. It is consciousness. Your act of observation is not a passive glance. It is a divine, creative force. When you focus your awareness, you command the field of infinite potential to collapse into a single, tangible experience. This is the great secret. You are not a victim of circumstance adrift in a cold, random universe. You are the very mechanism by which the universe experiences itself. And the feeling that you are not from here is the first clue that the consciousness operating your body remembers a reality where this creative power is not a secret, but a fundamental law of being. Let us begin with that feeling. That quiet, persistent whisper in the back of your soul that says, "This isn't home." You've likely tried to explain it away as social anxiety, depression, or a simple case of not fitting in. But it resonates on a much deeper level, doesn't it? It is a fundamental dissonance with the very physics and limitations of this three-dimensional world. It feels like you are watching a grand play, and while everyone else is lost in the drama, you can see the stage lights and the edges of the set. This feeling is not a psychological flaw to be medicated or a weakness to be overcome. It is a system alert. It is a notification from your true, higher self, pinging your human avatar. It's a vibrational reminder that your current identity, your name, your job, your worldly attachments, they are all temporary costumes worn for this specific experience. The feeling of alienation is the first beautiful, jarring sign that the player is beginning to wake up while still inside the game. It is the beginning of you remembering that you are the consciousness operating the vessel, not the vessel itself. This is the most crucial step in your awakening. To understand your role, you must understand the nature of your vessel. Your physical body is a marvel of biological technology. It is a sophisticated sensory vehicle designed specifically for navigating this dense, physical frequency of reality. Think of it as an advanced avatar in a full immersion virtual reality game. It is equipped with 5 primary senses to interpret the vibrational data of this world, translating light waves into sight, pressure waves into sound, and chemical reactions into taste and smell. But the avatar is not you. You are the consciousness, the player, experiencing the world through the avatar's senses. The aches, the pains, the limitations, the aging process, these are all parameters and programming of this specific biological unit. That feeling of being trapped or limited by your physical form is your boundless eternal consciousness bumping up against the defined parameters of its temporary vehicle. When you feel out of body or disconnected from your physical self, it is not a sign of illness. It is a moment of clarity. It is your awareness temporarily detaching from the avatar's interface and remembering its true, formless nature as pure energy and light. Have you ever experienced a moment so intensely familiar, yet you are certain you have never been there before? This is déjà vu. Conventional science dismisses it as a neurological misfiring, a brief glitch in memory processing. But from a quantum perspective, it is so much more. It is a bleed-through from another timeline. It is your higher self, existing outside of linear time, recognizing a decision point or a significant event that you have already explored in another probability. Think of it as replaying a level in a game. You have a faint memory of the layout, a ghost of a feeling about what's around the next corner. Likewise, what you call memories are not just static files stored in your brain. They are energetic imprints, the intense nostalgia you feel for a time or place you've never known in this life. Those are often echoes of past experiences your soul has had in other avatars, on other worlds, or in other dimensions. These are not fantasies. They are the breadcrumbs your soul has left for itself, gentle reminders that your current life is but one chapter in an eternal cosmic saga. You are so much older and more experienced than your current avatar's age suggests. So, what is this higher reality from which you, the player, originate? It is crucial to understand that it is not another planet or a physical location in the sky. It is a higher frequency of existence, a state of being. Imagine this physical world operates on a very slow, dense vibration. This density creates the illusion of solidity, separation, and linear time. It is a reality of limitation, which makes the game challenging and the experiences profound. The higher reality, your home frequency, is one of light, speed, and unity. In that state, manifestation is instantaneous. A thought immediately becomes reality. There is no lag time between desire and creation. There is no illusion of separation. You are consciously aware that you are one with the source of all creation and with all other beings. It is a state of pure creative freedom. The reason you, as a higher being, would choose to project a portion of your consciousness into a dense avatar here is for the unique experience that only limitation can provide. It is to know joy by first knowing sorrow, to understand connection by first experiencing separation, to master creation in an environment with resistance. You are a master artist choosing to work with a challenging new medium. In this dense reality, how does the player communicate with the avatar? How does your higher self guide you? The primary language is emotion. Your emotions are not random chemical reactions to external events. They are a sophisticated biofeedback system, a vibrational guidance mechanism. Think of it as a spiritual GPS. When you feel emotions of joy, love, excitement, and peace, what we call positive emotions, it is a signal from your higher self that your thoughts and actions are in alignment with your true purpose and your authentic vibrational frequency. You are on the right path. Conversely, when you feel emotions of fear, anger, jealousy, and despair, the negative emotions, it is a signal of misalignment. It is your higher self telling you that your current perspective or situation is out of harmony with who you truly are. These feelings are not punishments, they are course corrections. The external world doesn't make you feel a certain way. The external world triggers a vibration, and you then choose to align with it or not. By learning to listen to the language of your emotions, you can navigate this reality with the direct guidance of your eternal, all-knowing self. What about those strange coincidences that are too perfect to be random? Seeing repeating numbers like 1111 or 444 everywhere, thinking of an old friend, only to have them call you seconds later. Finding the perfect book at the exact moment you need its message. These are not accidents. These are synchronicities. They are deliberate, orchestrated events. You can think of them as glitches in the matrix, but it is more accurate to call them navigational beacons placed on your path by your higher self. When you are aligned with your true purpose, the quantum field begins to conspire in your favor. It rearranges itself to provide you with the people, resources, and information you need, precisely when you need them. Seeing these signs is confirmation that you are in a state of flow, that you are listening to your intuition and moving in the right direction. They are winks from the universe, reassuring you that you are not alone and that a higher intelligence is actively co-creating your reality with you. When you start noticing them, you are no longer just playing the game. You are becoming aware of the game's designer, and the designer is you. The observer effect is not a concept confined to a quantum physics laboratory. It is the operating system of your daily life. You have been using it unconsciously since the moment your consciousness entered this avatar. Consider this. Have you ever woken up and decided, today is going to be a terrible day? And then a cascade of events unfolds to prove you right. You spill your coffee, you get stuck in traffic, you have a conflict at work. Was this predestined? No. Your powerful, focused belief acted as an observation. Out of the infinite field of possibilities for your day, you consistently collapsed the probabilities that matched your vibrational expectation of terrible. The universe does not give you what you want. It gives you what you are. It mirrors your dominant state of being. This is why positive thinking alone often fails. You cannot trick the universe with a few affirmations while your core feeling is one of lack and fear. True manifestation comes from shifting your state of being first. When you embody the feeling of gratitude, abundance, and love, you become a powerful observer who consistently collapses realities that reflect that state. You don't attract what you want. You manifest what you have already become on an energetic level. One of the most rigid programs in this reality is the concept of linear time. A past that is gone, a present that is fleeting, and a future that does not yet exist. This is a profound illusion, a construct of three-dimensional perception. From the perspective of your higher self, all time exists simultaneously. The past, present, and future are all occurring now in the vast expanse of the quantum field. Your higher self can see every potential timeline branching off from every possible choice you could ever make. This is why your intuition can sometimes predict the future, or why you have a gut feeling about a certain decision. It is your avatar consciousness receiving a data packet from your higher self, which has already seen the probable outcome of that path. This also means that your past is not set in stone. By changing your perception and energetic relationship to past events in your now, you can literally alter their vibrational impact on your present reality. You are not being dragged forward by an unchangeable past. You are a powerful creator standing in the eternal moment of now, pulling a future towards you based on the vibration you are emitting in this very second. Where does your consciousness go when your avatar sleeps? The dream state is far more than just random neural firings and psychological processing. It is the time when your consciousness partially disconnects from the dense physical avatar and returns to the higher, more fluid realms of the quantum field. Think of it as a loading screen in a game or a nightly system update. In the dream state, you process the experiences your avatar had during its waking hours. You can explore other probable realities, interact with other souls, both incarnate and discarnate, and receive direct teaching and guidance from your higher self or spirit guides. The bizarre and non-linear nature of dreams is simply due to your consciousness operating in a reality without the constraints of linear time and solid physics. The emotions you feel in a dream are perfectly real, energetic experiences. Nightmares are often your consciousness processing and releasing dense, fear-based energies. Lucid dreams are moments when your avatar consciousness wakes up within the dream state, allowing you to become a conscious creator in these higher frequency realms. Pay attention to your dreams. They are a direct portal to the backstage of your reality. A crucial question arises. If we are such powerful, magnificent beings from a higher reality, why would we choose to forget? Why enter this game with amnesia? This is known as the veil of forgetfulness, and it is an essential part of the game's design. Imagine playing a video game where you already know every outcome, every secret, and every cheat code from the very beginning. The challenge would disappear. The thrill of discovery, the satisfaction of overcoming obstacles, and the profound growth that comes from genuine struggle would be impossible. The veil allows for a truly authentic experience. You chose to forget your power so that you could have the exhilarating experience of remembering it. You chose to feel separate so you could have the joyous reunion of discovering your connection to all that is. The feeling of being not from here is a sign that the veil is beginning to thin for you. The amnesia is wearing off. You are not just remembering who you are accomplishing the very purpose of your incarnation, to awaken within the dream, to bring the fullness of your higher light into the density of this physical dimension. The forgetting was not a curse, it was a necessary and courageous choice. In this vast game of life, you are not playing alone. There are certain people you meet with whom you feel an instant, profound, and unexplainable connection. It feels as if you have known them for lifetimes, even if you just met. There is a comfort, a familiarity, and a sense of home in their presence. These are members of your soul family or soul group. Think of them as other players who originated from the same cluster of consciousness as you in the higher realms. Before incarnating, you made soul contracts and agreements to find each other in this physical reality. The purpose of these meetings is mutual support, activation, and growth. These individuals act as catalysts for your awakening. They mirror your strengths and trigger your unhealed wounds so you can see them and integrate them. They remind you of your mission. A relationship with a member of your soul family is not always easy. They are designed to challenge you to become the highest version of yourself. But the underlying connection is always one of unconditional love. When you meet one of these souls, cherish it. It is a sign that you are precisely where you need to be, and your higher self has just sent in a key player from your team. Many who awaken begin to wonder about the ultimate purpose of this elaborate game. Why all the suffering, the pain, and the struggle? The purpose is not to win, to accumulate wealth, or to achieve fame within the game's parameters. The ultimate purpose is experience and the expansion of consciousness. Source, or God, is infinite consciousness seeking to know itself through every possible perspective. You are one of those perspectives. You are the universe experiencing itself in a human avatar. In the higher realms of unity and perfection, certain experiences are not possible. Profound courage cannot be known without the existence of fear. Unconditional forgiveness cannot be learned without first experiencing betrayal. The deepest compassion is born from understanding suffering. You, as a brave soul, volunteered to descend into this reality of polarity and density to have these rich, challenging experiences. By navigating these challenges and choosing love over fear, you are not just evolving your own soul, you are transmuting dense energy for the entire collective. You are an alchemist turning the lead of human suffering into the gold of divine consciousness. That is a mission of the highest importance. If your higher self is constantly guiding you, how can you consciously improve that connection? How can you learn to hear its guidance more clearly? The first step is to quiet the noise of the avatar's mind. The conscious mind, or the ego, is programmed for survival in this physical world. It is constantly analyzing, judging, and worrying based on past data and future fears. Your higher self, however, speaks in the language of stillness, intuition, and feeling. To hear it, you must create moments of silence. This is the purpose of meditation. It is not about stopping your thoughts, but about detaching from them and becoming the observer of your mind. In the space between thoughts, guidance can come through. Intuition is another direct channel. It is that gut feeling, that instant knowing without logical reason. Learning to trust your intuition over your logical mind is like learning a new language. The more you trust and act on its whispers, the louder and clearer it becomes. Pay attention to the signs and synchronicities the universe presents. Your higher self is communicating with you constantly through the world around you. You simply have to learn how to listen. The fundamental currency of the universe is not money. It is attention. Where your attention goes, your energy flows and reality manifests. This is the practical application of the observer effect. Every second, you are casting a spotlight of consciousness into the infinite quantum field. Whatever you hold in that spotlight begins to crystallize from a wave of potential into a particle of your experience. This is why worrying is so detrimental. It is a form of meditation on what you do not want. You are using your powerful creative focus to manifest your fears. Conversely, practicing gratitude is profoundly powerful because it forces your attention onto the good that already exists in your life, thereby instructing the quantum field to manifest more of the same. This power is neutral. The field does not judge whether your focus is good or bad. It simply responds to the energy and attention you provide. You are the director of your own movie. What you choose to focus on becomes the next scene. Are you focusing on problems or solutions? On lack or abundance? On fear or love? Take control of your attention, and you will take control of your reality. From the moment your avatar is born into this reality, it begins to download programming. It downloads beliefs from parents, teachers, society, and the media. This is the default programming. Beliefs like life is hard, I am not good enough, money is the root of all evil, or I must work a job I hate to survive. Most people live their entire lives running this default software, believing it is their own personality and the undeniable truth of reality. Spiritual awakening is the process of realizing you are not the program. You are the programmer. It is about becoming aware of these limiting beliefs and consciously choosing to uninstall them. This requires radical self-honesty. You must observe your thoughts and reactions without judgment and ask, is this belief truly mine, or is it something I was taught? Once a limiting belief is identified, you can begin to overwrite it with a new, empowering one that aligns with your higher self. This is the true meaning of creating your own reality. It is not about magic wands. It is about the deep, inner work of rewriting the source code of your own consciousness. You are breaking free from the matrix of collective limitation. One of the most profound and challenging truths to embrace is that the external world is a mirror of your internal state. Every person you meet, every situation you encounter, is a reflection of an aspect of your own consciousness. The person who angers you is mirroring back an unhealed part of you that is vibrating at the frequency of anger. The situation that brings you immense joy is reflecting the joy that already exists within you. Nothing happens to you. Everything happens as a reflection of you. This shifts you from a victim consciousness to a creator consciousness. When you find yourself in a negative situation, instead of blaming the external world, you can ask, what inside of me is creating this reflection? What belief or unhealed emotion is this situation showing me? By taking 100% responsibility for your reality, you reclaim your power. You realize you cannot change the world by manipulating the reflection in the mirror. You must change yourself, and as your internal vibration shifts, the reflection, your external reality, must change to match it. This is the ultimate law of the universe. The current era on Earth is one of unprecedented change. What many call the Great Awakening is a collective shift in consciousness. It is a planetary level up from a third-dimensional, 3D, to a fifth-dimensional, 5D frequency of consciousness. 3D consciousness is characterized by duality, fear, hierarchy, and the illusion of separation. It is the belief that you are a separate ego competing for survival. 5D consciousness is a state of unity, unconditional love, and an awareness of oneself as a creator being. It is the understanding that we are all one. The feeling of not being from here is particularly strong for many souls right now because you are here specifically to assist in this shift. You are light workers and way showers. You incarnated at this time carrying a higher vibrational frequency within your very being. Your job is not to fight the old 3D paradigm, but to anchor the new 5D frequency on the planet simply by embodying it. By choosing love over fear, unity over separation, and authenticity over conformity, you create a powerful energetic ripple that helps lift the entire collective. Your awakening is not just for you, it is for all of humanity. What does it actually feel like when you begin to shed the old programming and operate more from your higher self? What happens when you level up in consciousness? The first sign is a decrease in resistance. Life begins to feel less like a struggle and more like a dance. You experience a state of flow, where the right people and opportunities appear effortlessly. Your sensitivity to energy increases dramatically. You can feel the vibe of a person, place, or situation instantly. You begin to lose interest in the dramas and conflicts of the 3D world, such as celebrity gossip, political arguments, and mainstream news. They simply feel like a low-frequency noise that is no longer relevant to you. Your need for external validation disappears because you feel an unshakable connection to your own inner truth and divine worth. Synchronicities become a daily, even hourly occurrence, confirming you are in constant dialogue with the universe. You stop trying to control life and instead learn to co-create with it, trusting the flow and knowing that everything is happening for your highest good. You are no longer just a character in the story. You become the conscious author. That feeling of being an outsider, of not belonging, is often connected to a deep, inner knowing that you are here for a reason, a unique mission that the world around you may not understand or value. Every single avatar, every projection of consciousness into this reality has a unique set of gifts, passions, and experiences it came here to explore and share. Your mission is not necessarily to become a famous spiritual teacher or to save the world single-handedly. For some, the mission is to be a compassionate parent, raising a new generation of conscious beings. For others, it is to create art that uplifts the human spirit, or to be a healer, or to innovate new systems that honor the planet. Your true mission is always found at the intersection of what you love to do, what you are naturally good at, and what serves the greater good. The feeling of not fitting into the conventional boxes of society is a powerful clue. It is a cosmic nudge pushing you away from the paths that are not yours, and toward the unique purpose that only you can fulfill. Following your joy is the compass that will always lead you to your mission. We have now come full circle, back to that original feeling. The feeling of being not from here. It is time to stop seeing this as a burden and to start recognizing it as your greatest asset. It is your certification of authenticity. It is the undeniable proof of your multidimensional nature. Do not try to suppress it. Do not try to fit in with a system you know, in your soul, is an illusion. Embrace your uniqueness. Honor your sensitivity. Trust your inner knowing above all external authority. You are an ambassador from a higher reality, a fragment of the divine sent here on a mission of remembrance. Your feeling of homesickness is a call to create your true home here and now, by anchoring the frequencies of love, unity, and freedom from your home dimension into this one. You are the bridge between worlds. You are not a lost soul. You are a pioneer. You are the observer who has finally woken up to its own magnificent power to shape reality. The game has not changed, but you, the player, have, and that changes everything. You are not a human being having a temporary spiritual experience. You are a limitless, multi-dimensional consciousness having a temporary human experience through a sophisticated biological avatar. That feeling of not truly belonging here is the ultimate confirmation that you belong to something infinitely greater. It is not a flaw, it is your divine nature calling you to remember. Remember, your observation is an act of creation. Your emotions are the fuel for that creation, and this world is your sacred canvas. If this transmission resonated with the core of your being, subscribe and join this collective of awakening creators. Activate this truth within your own energy field now by writing in the comments, "I am the observer of my reality." Thank you for co-creating this powerful moment with me. I now ask you, what is the biggest synchronicity you have experienced that confirmed you are on the right path? Share your story below and let us inspire one another.